Hello everybody. Today we will take chemical kinetics, an important chapter of class 12th in chemistry. And this part we study about the rate of the reaction and what are the factors that rate of a reaction is dependent upon. Chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with the speed of the reaction and the factors affecting the speed of the reaction. You know that many reactions that we see, they have different speeds. As we have calculated the speed of a vehicle, in the similar way, we can also calculate the speed of the reaction. And let us see how we can able to do that exactly in this chapter. And I will be taking about the chemical kinetics and the rate of the reaction and the graphical representation of the rate of the reaction, factors affecting the rate of the reaction, and concentration, how it depends upon the rate of the reaction. And let us take the rate law, which exactly tells about how the concentration change will alter the rate of the reaction, and also order and molecularity of the reaction in this particular part. Now, what is chemical kinetics? To see that, remember that a process, if it is occurring, then the thermodynamics will come to tell that the process is feasible or not. Right? Thermodynamics will tell about the spontaneity of the process. If delta G is less than 0, that is delta G is negative, that is Gibbs free energy change is negative, then the reaction proceeds or the process occurs. If a process occurs, then to what extent it occurs, this is being decided by the equilibrium constant value. So we have studied the chapter equilibrium, which tells about the extent of the reaction that is going to occur. Suppose if a reaction is occurring spontaneous, and the extent of reaction also tells that Kc value is large, extent of reaction is large, but still it is important to know the speed of the reaction. Suppose if a food is getting spoiled, if this is the context or if this is the process, thermodynamics says that food is going to be spoiled. Yes, this is possible, feasible process. But it is equally important to know how rapidly food gets spoiled. Right? So in the same way, how fast rusting of an iron takes place. So is there any mathematical expression to tell about how fast or how slow about the chemical reaction? And this is the scope of chemical kinetics. So chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with rate of reaction and its mechanism. A reaction is stated in the form of an equation, may not occur in the same way it is stated. There are hidden steps by which it may be occurring, and chemical kinetics deals with all that mechanism by which a reaction proceeds. It deals with speed of the reaction. It also deals with whether the reactions are slow, fast, and moderately slow reactions, right? And it also deals with the conditions by which the reaction speed can be altered. Right? This is the scope of chemical kinetics. So a slow reaction can be fastened. What are the conditions required for that? For a particular reactions, in that way we will see. See, some reactions are very slow. Rusting of iron is a very slow process. It takes a month together for a piece of iron kept in the atmospheric air to be get rusted. But in some reactions like barium chloride and sodium sulfate, when you add these two solutions, within a fraction of a second you will get the white precipitate of barium sulfate. You have seen this. The barium sulfate formation is within 10 to the power 12 seconds. So the reactions are so fast. These are ionic reactions. Those which are containing ions, they go for exchange of ions and the speed of the reaction is too fast. And some reactions are slow, as I told you, and in between there are some reactions which are moderately reactive. And we in this chemical kinetics deal with such kind of chemical reactions which are moderately speed or having moderate speed in the reaction or moderate rate of the reaction. Now coming to what is the rate of a reaction? What is meant by rate of a reaction? As you know that speed of a vehicle we will calculate by knowing the distance traveled by it and the time taken to make the travel, time taken to cover the distance. By knowing these two, we can able to calculate speed of the reaction, speed of the vehicle. Similarly, as speed of the reaction can be calculated so simply as the change of concentration over a period of time. So, rate of a reaction is nothing but the change of concentration of reactant or a product per unit time within 1 unit time. Right? Now, if you consider the concentration of a reactant, concentration of the reactant is go on decreasing as the reaction proceeds, and therefore you can state that decrease of concentration of the reactant over a time taken or change of the concentration of the reactant over a time taken itself is the rate of the reaction. It can be defined in terms of product also. Change in concentration of the product divided by change in time or time taken for the change is denoted as rate of the reaction. So rate of the reaction is equal to change of concentration by time taken. Now in particular, let us take an arbitrary reaction R giving rise to products P. One product R giving rise to product P. Let us take this arbitrary reaction. Now what is the change in concentration of R? So at the time T0, before starting the reaction, the R concentration, let it be R1, and the concentration of R after the time T is R2. Then change in concentration is denoted as delta R. This is equal to R2 minus R1. Change in concentration of the reactant. Similarly, change in concentration of the product is denoted as delta P. This is equal to P2 minus P1. Final minus initial is the usual way of taking the change. Change in time is again T2 minus T1. Final time by initial time, that is T2 minus, the gap is T2 minus T1. Now what is the way that rate of the reaction can be defined or written symbolically here? So rate of the reaction is change of concentration by time taken. But the negative sign is being given here. Let us see why the negative sign is being given. Look at this, R2 minus R1, which is greater among these two. Whether the final reactant is greater or initial reactant. Final reactant is smaller. Final quantity of the reactant is smaller than initial quantity of the reactant. Smaller minus greater is a negative one. So delta R will get a negative value, and by putting the negative value over that, negative into negative makes positive. Since the rate of the reaction is a positive quantity, by giving the negative sign we are making this quantity positive, and it can be equated with another positive quantity, changing the concentration of product over the time taken for that. So this is symbolical representation of rate of the reaction. Now, if suppose you have rate of of disappearance of reactant. If you want to write it in this way, this can be written in this way: decrease in the concentration of R by time taken. Because of the decrease is there in the present in the concentration, we can give the negative sign. It is another way of interpretation. Decrease in the concentration of R is delta R minus delta R by delta T. So negative sign indicates concentration of that reactant is decreasing. Now in terms of the product is going to be appeared. Product is going to be appeared in the reaction. Therefore, it can be written as increase in the concentration of P divided by time taken. Therefore, sign for this is positive. Now, coming to a general reaction, A moles of A plus B moles of B giving rise to C moles of C and D moles of D. If a reaction is having coefficients A, B are stoichiometric coefficients. If suppose the reaction is having coefficients, then how to give the rate expression? This is the task. Before going to the general expression, let me take an example. Suppose if there is an equation like PCl5 giving rise to PCl3 plus Cl2, if this is the reaction, then we can write the expression for rate is equal to change of concentration of PCl5, that is change of concentration of PCl5. Since it is a reactant, we take this as represented by the negative sign by delta T. By delta T. So this is again is equal to concentration of a product PCl3 by delta T. And also there is one more product, this can be equal to concentration of Cl2 by change in time taken. So this is the expression for rate of a reaction in terms of a reactant PCl5 and in terms of products PCl3 and Cl2. Here the stoichiometric coefficients are 1. Therefore, this looks so simple. Now let us take another example. To note the difference. Here, ammonia undergo decomposition. Say ammonia undergo decomposition to give nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas. And to balance this reaction, we have to multiply this by 2 and this by 3 so that it is balanced. Now, you look at the reaction. When 2 moles of ammonia get decomposed, only 1 mole of N2 is being produced. And by the same time, 3 moles of hydrogen is being produced. So, the rate at which the ammonia is going to be disappearing is not same as the rate at which nitrogen is getting appeared. So they are different. Now how to write a general expression for the rate? Now in order to give the rate expression now, rate is for disappearance of 1 mole of NH3. So it is the speed for 1 mole of NH3. If you take it in this way, then delta NH3 by delta T, this value is to be divided by 2. So again minus sign is there anyway. Minus 1 by 2 delta NH3 by delta T will give you the rate of a reaction, rate of this reaction. So in terms of the product, this is change in concentration of N2 by delta T and is equal to 1 by 3 delta concentration, change of concentration of hydrogen versus time taken. Now remember that all these have the same rate. So that is the rate of the reaction. That is the rate of the reaction. So remember, stoichiometric coefficients are to be divided in order to give the rate expression. Now, this is nothing but rate of disappearance of ammonia. When rate of disappearance of ammonia is divided by 2, we get the rate of the reaction. When rate of appearance of hydrogen, this is rate of appearance of hydrogen is divided by 3, we get the rate of the reaction. Therefore, now you can able to say what could be the general rate of the reaction expression if A moles of A plus B moles of B giving rise to C moles of C plus D moles of D. In general terms, this is being given like this. Minus sign 1 by A, stoichiometric coefficient is to be divided, delta A by delta T. Minus sign 1 by B. Minus is there for both the reactants, and the products are having positive sign, and each expression is divided by the stoichiometric coefficient. So this is the way to write the expression for rate of the reaction. Now what is the unit of rate of the reaction? What is the unit of rate of reaction? Moles per liter per second is the unit of the reaction, because concentration, whenever we write in the square bracket, it is the molar concentration, and molar concentration is moles per liter, number of moles per liter. So number of moles per liter divided by time taken, therefore per second, moles per liter per second is the unit to measure, to express rate of the reaction. Okay, then let us see what are the there are two ways of expressing the rate of the reaction. One is the average rate of the reaction, and another one is instantaneous rate of the reaction. What is this average rate? Average rate depends upon the change of concentration of reactants or products over a time. Usually it is taken the large extent. So the total change that occurs in a time period is being denoted by average rate of reaction. Then what is instantaneous rate? Instantaneous rate of the reaction is rate of the reaction at a particular moment. This is denoted in a little different way. This is denoted as dR by D. Change of concentration of R versus time, they denoted by dR by dt, that is small change in concentration. I will give a similar example to understand this average and instantaneous rate of the reaction. Suppose if you are going in your car, and if you have taken to reach your destination of 100 km in 2 hours, then speed of you, average speed of you is 100 km by 2 hours, that is 50 km per hour is your speed. But 50 km speed is not indicated on every moment that you are traveling on a car. If you look at the odometer fixed in the car, you can see the speed at every moment. So it may be 50 km, it may be 30 km per hour, some extent, and sometime it may be 70 km per hour speed. So a speed of the car at an instant is instantaneous speed. Similarly, the rate of the reaction also, the two ways that you can express, average and instantaneous. Average here, the unit of time taken here, the time taken is larger. And here, the small span of time, that is instantly, that at a particular moment, what is the rate of the reaction, if you can able to find out, that is instantaneous rate of the reaction. So only the difference is the way of expressing this. Delta is being used here, and here dr by dt. Okay, this is useful. This is useful to define the differential expression of rate of the reaction. Let us try to see graphically how you can able to indicate this. See, this is the graph concentration of a reactant versus time. This is the initial concentration. Initial concentration means the concentration at which you have started. This is denoted as R0. At time 0, the concentration of R. Concentration of the R is R0 and it is decreasing as and when the time goes with the reaction. And it is decreasing largely with a larger slope, and the slope decreases as it passes on. This is also one of the observations that you see. And the slope of this is nothing but R average, delta R by delta T. So this is the slope of this particular curve. Since it is a negative slope, so negative value, negative is also has come. Our slope as negative because downtrending curve. R instantaneous at a particular time t, if you are finding out the rate of the reaction at this particular minute, that is dr by dt. The slope at that particular slope at the drawing the tangent, find out the slope at this particular point, that itself will give instantaneous rate of the reaction. Right? So from the view of product, initial concentration of the product was 0 and now product's concentration increases as time changes. So from the point of view of reactance, it is decreasing and slope will determine the rate of the reaction. From the point of view of products are increasing and there's about a positive slope, and concentration of product versus time is a curve like this, and instantaneous rate can be again plotted by taking at a point at the time t, you have to take the tangent and also have the slope. Okay. Then you will get dp by dt, that is it's nothing but slope. Now let us apply this knowledge to one of the questions, whether we can able to solve it or not. Let us try to see that. Now in a reaction 2A giving rise to products, the reaction is 2A giving rise to products. Concentration of decreases from 0.5 moles to 0.4 moles. 0.4 moles in 10 minutes. Calculate the rate during the interval. So it is in this when this expression is being given, we have to write the expression for this particular reaction. Rate is equal to, in terms of A, because concentration of A is being given, minus 1 by 2 change of concentration of A by change of time or time period taken. Now to get the rate, we have to take the negative sign, very importantly, half change of concentration, delta A change of concentration by time taken for that. Now minus half. Now what we supposed to write in the A? Final concentration minus initial concentration. Final concentration minus initial concentration decreases from 5 moles to 4 moles. Final concentration is 4 moles and initial concentration is 5 moles. Right? 5 moles to 4 moles it changes. Right? Final minus initial. So this is divided by change of time is 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So this is moles per liter. Moles per liter is the unit and this is minutes. Okay. Now this is equal to 0.4 minus 0.5 is nothing but minus 0.1. 0.4 minus 0.5 is minus 0.1 divided by 10. Now this is nothing but 0.1 by 2. Again this 10, if you take it in the numerator, that is 10 to the power minus 1. Right? So this 10 to the power minus 1 becomes 10 to the power minus 2 if this decimal point is taken here, so this is half is 0.5, 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 2, or you can express in the standard form 5.0 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this is the rate of the reaction. 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles per liter per minute. Moles per liter per minute. You can express the answer per minute also. If you want, if it is asked to find out per second, then the third 10 minutes you have to multiply this by 60, so that 10 into 60, 10 into 60, 600 seconds that you have to write and you have to calculate. Let us take up another question. Okay. Now for a reaction 2A plus B giving rise to 3C. The rate of appearance of C at time t is being given 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter per second. Calculate at this time rate of the reaction and the rate of disappearance of A. So the reaction is 2A plus B, in arbitrary form it is being given 3C. For any reaction you can write the rate expression. Rate is equal to minus 1 by 2 delta concentration of A by delta T from the point of A. This is equal to, again B is another reactant, therefore minus. Since stoichiometric coefficient is 1, dividing by 1 also will give the same value, delta B by delta T, and is equal to 1 by 3 plus sign because the product delta C by delta T. Now half minus 1 by 2. Okay, so now what is being given? This is what is being given is rate of appearance of C. Rate of appearance of C. What is the rate of appearance of C? This is the rate of appearance of C. This is being given. So remember that rate of appearance of C is given by delta concentration of C by delta T. This is given as 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 4. This is being given. This value is being given. You are asked to find out the rate of the reaction. Now how will you do the rate of the reaction? Now rate of the reaction is nothing but 1/3 of this rate of appearance of C. Therefore rate is equal to 1/3 of 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. Now this is 13 into 10 to the power minus 5. Right? Okay. 13 into 10 to the power minus 5 divided by 3. 13 by 3 is 3 4s are 3. 4.33 into 10 to the power minus 5. So what is the unit of this? So unit should be the same unit which is being expressed there, moles per liter per second. So this is the rate. This is the rate of the reaction. Now again another question is that rate of disappearance of A. What is rate of disappearance of A? Rate of disappearance of A is this. Disappearance, negative sign. Rate of disappearance of, this is what being asked. This is nothing but twice of rate. Okay. This 2 if you bring here it will be 2 into rate. Twice of the rate. Therefore, rate of disappearance. Rate of disappearance of A is given by. Rate of disappearance of A is given by. This is delta A by minus delta A by delta T. Rate of disappearance with the negative sign we have to take. That is equal to 2 into rate of reaction. 2 into rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. So 2 into rate of reaction is 4.33 into 2, that is 8.66 into 10 to the power minus 5. So that will be the answer for that. 8.66 into 10 to the power minus 5 moles per liter per second is the answer. Let us continue with the next kind of questions.